As we grow older, what we eat becomes more than just a matter of taste or convenience. It becomes a powerful tool for health, vitality, and independence. For seniors across the country, choosing the right foods isn't just about satisfying hunger. It's about protecting your heart, maintaining energy levels, reducing inflammation, and supporting a strong immune system. But here's something most people don't realize. Not all vegetables are created equal, especially when it comes to senior health. While many vegetables are celebrated as universally healthy, the truth is that some can actually do more harm than good if you're over the age of 60. And then there are others that should become daily staples because of their incredible nutritional benefits tailored specifically for aging bodies. This guide dives deep into the world of senior nutrition, revealing the 4 worst vegetables that may be silently sabotaging your health, and the 4 best vegetables that could help you feel stronger, sharper, and more energetic than ever before. Whether you're managing diabetes, high cholesterol, arthritis, or simply looking to boost your overall wellness, this information is critical. You might think you're making smart choices by eating your greens, but what if those same greens were working against you? What if a simple swap could reduce inflammation, stabilize blood pressure, improve digestion, and even protect your brain? If you or someone you love is entering their golden years, this is knowledge you can't afford to miss. The worst vegetables for seniors, hidden dangers lurking on your plate. 1. Canned corn, the sweet trap that sabotages blood sugar and digestion. It might come as a shock, but one of the most commonly consumed vegetables among seniors, canned corn, is far from harmless. Often found in casseroles, salads, and side dishes, canned corn is a processed food loaded with added sugar and sodium. As we age, our metabolism slows, and our ability to regulate blood sugar declines. Many seniors are either pre-diabetic or managing full-blown type 2 diabetes, which makes high glycemic foods like canned corn especially dangerous. Its high starch content causes rapid spikes in blood sugar, leading to fatigue, weight gain, increased inflammation, and even long-term damage to the cardiovascular system. Digestive issues also make canned corn a risky choice. Its tough, insoluble fiber doesn't break down easily, often causing bloating, gas, and constipation, problems many seniors already struggle with. Add in preservatives and BPA-lined cans, and you have a vegetable that may be quietly harming your hormonal balance and kidney function. Consider the story of Clementine Nash, a 72-year-old who unknowingly let canned corn sabotage her health until she swapped it for steamed green beans and roasted zucchini and saw dramatic improvements in blood pressure, digestion, and energy. 2. Raw cruciferous vegetables, a hidden threat to thyroid health and nutrient absorption. Cruciferous vegetables like broccoli, kale, cauliflower, and Brussels sprouts are often praised for their nutrient density and antioxidant power. But when eaten raw, they contain compounds called goitrogens that can interfere with thyroid function, especially concerning for seniors, many of whom already suffer from slow metabolisms or thyroid conditions. Goitrogens block iodine absorption, an essential mineral for hormone production, potentially leading to fatigue, weight gain, depression, and cold sensitivity. Raw cruciferous veggies are also packed with complex sugars and insoluble fibers that can overwhelm the aging digestive system, causing bloating, gas, and discomfort. Worse yet, they can impair the body's ability to absorb calcium and iron, 2 minerals vital for bone strength and energy. Take Wallace Trentham, a jazz pianist who developed low thyroid hormones and iron deficiency after switching to daily raw kale smoothies. Once he started cooking his greens and balancing them with iodine-rich foods, his symptoms disappeared and his energy returned. 3. Eggplant, the inflammatory nightshade, triggering joint pain. Eggplant, while visually appealing and popular in Mediterranean cuisine, belongs to a family of plants known as nightshades, which includes tomatoes, peppers, and potatoes. These vegetables contain solanine, a natural compound that can worsen inflammation and joint pain in sensitive individuals. For seniors dealing with arthritis, gout, or chronic stiffness, eggplant can silently trigger flare-ups and reduce mobility. Even moderate consumption of eggplant, especially with the skin on where solanine concentrations are highest, can cause swelling, aches, and fatigue in the hands, knees, and lower back. Case in point, Ramona Delaney, a retired librarian who struggled with worsening arthritis until she eliminated eggplant from her diet. Within weeks, her morning stiffness eased, and she felt lighter and more mobile. 4. Raw spinach, a superfood gone rogue for seniors on medications. Spinach is often touted as a superfood, but for seniors, especially those on blood thinners like warfarin, raw spinach can be a hidden danger. It contains high levels of vitamin K1, which promotes blood clotting, a concern for anyone trying to manage cardiovascular disease or prevent strokes. Even a single large salad can throw off carefully balanced medication levels, increasing the risk of clots or irregular INR readings. Additionally, spinach is rich in oxalates, naturally occurring substances that bind to calcium and iron, preventing their absorption. This can lead to weakened bones, fatigue, and even hair loss over time. Meet Neville R. Byrne, a 79-year-old who unknowingly disrupted his blood thinner regimen with daily green smoothies. After removing raw spinach from his routine, his blood tests stabilized and he switched to lightly sautéed versions that reduced both vitamin K and oxalate content. The 4 best vegetables every senior should eat regularly. 1. Beets, nature's powerhouse for circulation, brain health, and energy. Beets have long been celebrated as a superfood, but their true magic lies in their ability to transform the way our bodies function at a cellular level. The natural nitrates in beets, particularly concentrated in their deep crimson roots, act as a biological spark plug for the cardiovascular system. When consumed, these nitrates convert into nitric oxide through a fascinating 2-step process involving bacteria on the tongue and enzymes in the stomach. Nitric oxide, in turn, signals blood vessels to relax and dilate, improving blood flow and reducing strain on the heart. This process is especially critical for aging individuals, as arterial stiffness, a hallmark of aging, can silently increase the risk of heart attacks, strokes, and even kidney disease. Studies published in Hypertension Journal reveal that drinking just 250 milliliters of beet juice daily can lower systolic blood pressure by up to 10 points within hours, a result comparable to some antihypertensive medications. For seniors, this isn't just a temporary fix. It's a sustainable way to maintain youthful vascular elasticity. Beyond circulation, beets offer a unique blend of antioxidants called betalains, which give them their vibrant color and act as cellular bodyguards. These compounds neutralize free radicals, unstable molecules that accelerate aging and contribute to chronic inflammation. Chronic inflammation is a silent driver of conditions like arthritis, diabetes, and neurodegenerative diseases such as Alzheimer's. By reducing oxidative stress, betalains help protect not just the heart, but the entire body. Research from the Journal of Agricultural and Food Chemistry even suggests that betalains may inhibit the growth of cancer cells in laboratory settings, though more human trials are needed. The brain benefits of beets are equally compelling. As we age, reduced blood flow to the brain, especially the frontal lobes, can lead to cognitive fog, memory lapses, and slower processing speeds. Nitric oxide improves microcirculation, ensuring that oxygen and nutrients reach these critical regions efficiently. A groundbreaking study at Wake Forest University used MRI scans to show that older adults who consumed beet juice regularly experienced enhanced blood flow to the brain's white matter, correlating with improved executive function and problem-solving skills. This makes beets a natural ally in delaying cognitive decline. Take Everett Bix Callahan, an 82-year-old jazz producer whose career once kept him bouncing between recording studios and concert halls. By his late 70s, Bix noticed he'd forget lyrics mid-conversation and felt perpetually fatigued, His doctor warned him about rising blood pressure and early signs of vascular dementia. Desperate for a solution, Bix began drinking 8 ounces of raw beet juice every morning, blending organic beets with a splash of ginger for taste. Within weeks, his energy returned, and his blood pressure dropped from 160/95 to a healthier 130/80. More importantly, he reconnected with his passion for music, producing an album with a local saxophonist and joking, "I feel like I've turned back the clock, or at least bought myself a few extra reels of tape." But beets aren't just for reversing decline, they're also a preventive powerhouse. Athletes have long used beet juice to boost endurance, but seniors can harness this same energy-boosting effect to maintain independence. Improved circulation means better oxygen delivery to muscles, reducing fatigue during daily tasks like gardening, walking, or playing with grandchildren. For those with COPD or other respiratory issues, nitric oxide's ability to open airways can ease breathing. Even the humble beet's iron content supports red blood cell production, combating age-related anemia. To maximize benefits, preparation matters. Cooking beets can reduce nitrate content, so raw juice, fermented beet kvass, or lightly steamed slices are ideal. Pairing them with citrus, like lemon juice, enhances iron absorption, while adding black pepper boosts the bioavailability of betalains. For seniors with dental issues, pureed beet soups or smoothies offer a gentler alternative. In short, beets are more than a colorful side dish. They're a dynamic tool for vitality. Whether you're looking to protect your heart, sharpen your mind, or simply regain the stamina to enjoy life, these earthy roots prove that sometimes nature's most potent medicine comes in the most unassuming packages. 2. Bok choy, a gentle green that strengthens bones and boosts immunity. When it comes to leafy greens, bok choy often plays second fiddle to kale or spinach. Yet this crisp, cabbage-like vegetable, native to China and a staple in Asian cuisine, offers a uniquely senior-friendly nutritional profile. Unlike its oxalate-heavy cousins, bok choy delivers calcium in a form that the body can actually absorb and use. Oxalates, found in high amounts in spinach and Swiss chard, bind to minerals like calcium and iron, rendering them inert. For older adults, whose bones naturally lose density over time, this distinction is critical. Osteoporosis affects over 54 million Americans, with postmenopausal women and men over 70 at highest risk. A single cup of cooked bok choy provides roughly 160 milliliters of calcium, comparable to a glass of milk, without the dairy intolerance issues that plague many seniors. But calcium alone doesn't build strong bones. Bok choy also contains magnesium, vitamin K, and phosphorus, all essential cofactors for bone mineralization. Magnesium regulates calcium transport, ensuring it ends up in bones rather than arteries, where it can contribute to heart disease. Vitamin K, often overlooked, activates proteins that anchor calcium into bone matrix, reducing fracture risk. Studies in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition have linked higher vitamin K intake to improved bone density in older populations. Meanwhile, bok choy's potassium content helps neutralize metabolic acids that leach calcium from bones, creating a more alkaline internal environment. Immune support is another of bok choy's unsung strengths. Aging weakens the immune system, leaving seniors more vulnerable to infections like pneumonia and the flu. Bok choy's vitamin C content, nearly half the daily recommended value in a single cup, stimulates white blood cell production and acts as an antioxidant, protecting cells from viral invaders. It also contains sulforaphane, a plant compound shown to activate immune pathways that target viruses and cancer cells. Unlike synthetic supplements, which can overwhelm the body, these nutrients work synergistically to provide balanced immunity. Consider the story of Lenore Hightower, a retired music teacher whose love of piano was matched only by her struggle with brittle bones. After fracturing her wrist at 68 while gardening, Lenore's doctor urged her to address her osteopenia, a precursor to osteoporosis. Dairying had always given her digestive grief, and calcium supplements caused kidney stones. A nutritionist suggested swapping spinach salads for bok choy, blending it into morning smoothies, and adding it to miso soups. Within a year, Lenore's bone density scan showed stabilization and she reported fewer colds, remarkable for someone who'd previously battled seasonal sinus infections. "I never thought a vegetable could make me feel like I'm 20 again," she laughed. "But my immune system's throwing a party, and my bones are finally getting the memo." Bok choy's mild flavor and tender texture make it a versatile addition to senior diets. Unlike kale, which can be tough on sensitive teeth or digestion, bok choy's leaves soften quickly when sautéed or steamed, while its crunchy stalks add zest to stir-fries. A simple preparation involves garlic, a drizzle of sesame oil, and a splash of low-sodium tamari, a heart-healthy combo that boosts flavor without excess sodium. For those with thyroid concerns, bok choy's goitrogenic compounds, which can interfere with iodine uptake, are neutralized by cooking, making it safe for regular consumption. Moreover, bok choy's hydration factor is a boon for older adults, who often struggle to stay adequately hydrated. Composed of 95% water, it provides fluid and electrolytes gently, reducing the risk of dehydration-related complications like urinary tract infections or constipation. Its fiber content, both soluble and insoluble, supports gut health, feeding beneficial bacteria that produce short-chain fatty acids linked to reduced inflammation and improved immunity. Incorporating bok choy into meals isn't just about nutrition. It's about reigniting a relationship with food that nourishes. For seniors who've grown tired of repetitive salads or bland steamed veggies, bok choy offers a fresh, adaptable option that bridges cultural cuisines and modern health needs. Whether tucked into a warm broth, tossed with roasted vegetables, or blended into a pesto, this gentle green proves that strength and vitality can grow from the most unassuming leaves. 3. Green peas, the tiny green giants for blood sugar control and digestive health. Green peas often get dismissed as a bland childhood side dish, but beneath their unassuming green pods lies a powerhouse of nutrition tailor-made for aging bodies. These tiny legumes are a rare combination of fiber, plant-based protein, and micronutrients that work together to stabilize blood sugar, support digestion, and preserve muscle mass. 3 critical concerns for seniors navigating metabolic changes. Unlike starchy vegetables like potatoes, peas have a low glycemic index, GI, meaning their carbohydrates release energy slowly, preventing spikes and crashes that can worsen insulin resistance or prediabetes. A single cup of cooked peas contains 16 g of carbs, but 9 g of fiber and protein, 4 g, slow digestion, creating a steady stream of glucose into the bloodstream. This makes peas a smart carb for seniors aiming to maintain energy levels without relying on sugary snacks or processed grains. The dual fiber punch in peas, both soluble and insoluble, is particularly beneficial for seniors prone to constipation or gut imbalances. Soluble fiber forms a gel-like substance in the intestines, feeding beneficial bacteria like bifidobacteria and lactobacillus, which produce short-chain fatty acids, SCFAs, such as butyrate. SCFAs reduce inflammation in the gut lining, strengthen the intestinal barrier, and may even lower colon cancer risk. Insoluble fiber, meanwhile, adds bulk to stool, promoting regularity, a boon for older adults dealing with slow digestion or medication-induced constipation. Research in Nutrients Journal highlights that pea fiber's prebiotic effects outperform many commercial supplements, offering a natural way to rebalance gut microbiota without side effects. For seniors battling sarcopenia, the gradual loss of muscle mass and strength, peas provide a plant-based protein alternative to meat-heavy diets. While they aren't a complete protein, lacking methionine, Pairing them with whole grains like brown rice or quinoa creates a full amino acid profile. This is especially important for older adults who may struggle to digest animal protein or manage kidney health. Peas also contain leucine, an essential branched-chain amino acid, BCAA, that signals muscles to rebuild and repair. A study in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that older adults who consumed leucine-rich foods retained 20% more muscle mass over 2 years compared to those with low intake. Beyond blood sugar and muscle, peas offer underrated cardiovascular benefits. Their high levels of vitamin K1, phylloquinone, aid blood clotting and protect arteries from calcification, while potassium helps regulate fluid balance and counteract sodium's negative effects. Magnesium, another key mineral in peas, relaxes blood vessels and reduces stress-related inflammation. For seniors with hypertension or a history of heart disease, swapping refined carbs for pea-based dishes can significantly lower risk factors. Take Fern Burderick, an 80-year-old park ranger whose decades of hiking left him with worn knees but a stubborn refusal to retire. By 78, Fern noticed his energy flagged by mid-morning, and his doctor warned him about prediabetes. "I wasn't about to give up my trail boots," he recalls. After switching his midday sandwich, white bread and turkey, to a quinoa salad with peas, edamame, and avocado, Fern saw his HbA1c drop from 6.2% to 5.6% in 6 months. He also added a daily smoothie blending frozen peas with spinach, banana, and almond milk, a habit that eased his chronic constipation and gave him the stamina to tackle longer hikes. "I used to think peas were just filler," he says. "Turns out they're rocket fuel." Preparing peas for senior-friendly meals requires balancing texture and nutrition. Fresh peas, steamed or lightly roasted, retain more vitamins than canned, but frozen peas are a convenient, nutrient-dense alternative. For those with dental challenges, pureed pea soup, blended with garlic, olive oil, and a splash of lemon, offers a creamy, easy-to-swallow option. Pairing peas with healthy fats, like olive oil or avocado, enhances absorption of fat-soluble vitamins, A, D, E, K, while acidic ingredients, vinegar or citrus, boost iron and zinc uptake. Avoid overcooking, which can leach nutrients into water. Peas also shine as a functional food for cognitive health. Their B vitamin complex, particularly B1, thiamine, and B6, supports nerve function and neurotransmitter production, while choline aids memory and cell membrane integrity. A lesser-known compound in peas, coumestrol, has shown promise in lab studies for protecting brain cells from oxidative damage. Though human trials are ongoing, incorporating peas into a Mediterranean-style diet rich in leafy greens and omega-3s may further reduce dementia risk. In short, green peas are a versatile, underappreciated ally for seniors seeking to stabilize their metabolism, bolster digestion, and stay active. Whether tucked into soups, tossed into grain bowls, or blended into dips, these tiny green giants prove that size doesn't dictate power. 4. Swiss chard, a detoxifying, vision-boosting leafy green for whole-body wellness. Swiss chard often flies under the radar in the kale-dominated world of leafy greens, but its nutritional resume makes it a standout choice for seniors prioritizing longevity. Packed with vitamins A, C, and K, plus minerals like magnesium, iron, and potassium, Swiss chard supports everything from bone density to immune resilience. Yet its true superpower lies in its unique blend of antioxidants and detoxifying compounds, which help the body neutralize pollutants, heavy metals, and metabolic waste, a critical function as we age. Unlike spinach, which is high in oxalates, Swiss chard's calcium is more bioavailable, making it a smarter choice for preserving bone health without risking kidney stones. One of Swiss chard's most studied components is betalains, the same pigments responsible for beet's crimson hue. These antioxidants not only give Swiss chard its vibrant stalks, ranging from ruby red to golden, but also activate the NRF2 pathway, a cellular defense mechanism that triggers the production of detox enzymes. Research in oxidative medicine and cellular longevity shows that betalains bind to environmental toxins like bisphenols and phthalates, aiding their removal via urine and bile. For seniors exposed to decades of pollutants, this natural cleansing effect can reduce the burden on the liver and kidneys, organs that lose efficiency with age. Betalains also inhibit COX-2 enzymes, which drive chronic inflammation linked to arthritis, diabetes, and cardiovascular disease. Vision protection is another hallmark of Swiss chard. Its leaves are rich in lutein and zeaxanthin, carotenoids that accumulate in the retina, forming the macular pigment that filters harmful blue light. Age-related macular degeneration, AMD, affects 11 million Americans, with risk spiking after 60. A study in JAMA Ophthalmology found that seniors consuming at least 6 mg of lutein zeaxanthin daily had a 40% lower risk of advanced AMD compared to those with lower intake. Swiss chard provides 7 mg per cooked cup, outperforming kale, which averages 4 mg when prepared without excessive heat. The vegetable also contains vitamin E, which shields retinal cells from oxidative damage, and zinc, a cofactor for transporting vitamin A to the eyes. Beyond the eyes, Swiss chard's potassium content, 906 mg per cup, makes it a potassium powerhouse for regulating blood pressure. Potassium counteracts sodium's effects, relaxing blood vessel walls and reducing strain on the cardiovascular system. For seniors with hypertension, swapping high-sodium snacks for Swiss chard dishes can yield measurable drops in readings. Its magnesium, 150 ml per cup, further supports heart health by regulating heartbeat and preventing arterial stiffness. Meet Loretta Mayfield, an 84-year-old postal worker who spent 40 years delivering mail in blistering sun and biting cold. By her early 80s, Loretta struggled with dry eyes, frequent colds, and bloating from irritable bowel syndrome. Her daughter, a naturopath, urged her to try Swiss chard, blending it into morning smoothies and sautéing it with garlic and lemon. Within months, Loretta's vision sharpened. I could read the fine print on pill bottles again. Her digestion steadied, and she went from catching a cold every 2 months to going a full year without one. I used to think leafy greens were just rabbit food, she jokes. Turns out they're the secret to staying spry. To maximize Swiss chard's benefits, preparation matters. Its sturdy leaves withstand roasting, sautéing, or braising, but overcooking destroys heat-sensitive vitamins like C. A quick toss with olive oil and sea salt, then 10 minutes in a 375-degree appointed oven yields crispy, nutrient-rich chips. For seniors with chewing difficulties, blending cooked chard into mashed potatoes or lentil stew adds texture without compromising digestibility. Pairing it with vitamin C-rich foods, like bell peppers or tomatoes, enhances iron absorption, addressing common deficiencies in older adults. Swiss chard also plays a role in metabolic health. Its alpha-lipoic acid, ALA, improves insulin sensitivity, helping cells utilize glucose more efficiently. A study in diabetes care found ALA supplements reduced neuropathy symptoms in diabetics, though food-based sources like Swiss chard are preferable for sustained benefits. The vegetable's quercetin, a flavonoid with anti-allergy and antiviral properties, further strengthens immunity, making it a seasonal shield against respiratory infections. Incorporating Swiss chard into a senior's diet isn't just about ticking off nutrient boxes. It's about crafting meals that feel satisfying and vibrant. Its earthy sweetness balances bitter greens in salads, while its juicy stalks add crunch to grain bowls. For caregivers, adding chard to egg scrambles, bean soups, or stuffed mushroom caps ensures seniors get diverse flavors without compromising health. Ultimately, Swiss chard is a testament to nature's ability to address aging's complexities. From detoxifying organs to shielding vision and fortifying bones, this leafy green proves that true wellness starts with what's on your plate. Whether you're 80 or 40, Swiss chard isn't just a vegetable, it's a lifeline to thriving, not just surviving. Final thoughts. choosing better, not just more. As we age, every meal becomes an opportunity, not just to nourish, but to protect and enhance our quality of life. The key takeaway here isn't to eliminate vegetables altogether or adopt restrictive diets. Instead, it's about making smarter, more informed choices. By avoiding certain problematic vegetables and embracing those that work with your body instead of against it, you can enjoy better energy, stronger joints, improved digestion, and sharper mental clarity. You don't need to be a nutrition expert to start making changes. Start small. Swap canned corn for peas. Steam your kale instead of eating it raw, and try bok choy or Swiss chard in place of spinach. These adjustments may seem minor, but over time, they add up to major improvements in how you feel and move through your day. Because at the end of the day, longevity means nothing without vitality, and the secret to aging well might just lie in what you choose to put on your plate.